how to help the
Yeah,
especially.
I would say that, as a process owner, the first barrier it helps me to kill, because one process will always interact with multiple departments. So it kills the silos of a department. So if I have got a procurement process that may generate from my sales department, that may generate from, or I've got a recruitment process. So the first thing is that, it helps you to, create a portfolio of process. So you can
Mm.
categorize the process, you can group the process, and you can assign people responsible and accountable for that specific process. You can add all the relevant controls, and these processes can be communicated. So the moment you add me as accountable in recruitment, it will automatically be placed in my human capital. So you don't have to send it to any, you don't have to send an email. It's already there on my profile. So when I open my profile, I know that, okay, what are the processes I'm involved and what's my role in it? Am I accountable? Am I the owner of the process? And then you can also take a deeper dive of your process in terms of process mining, where you can see that, okay, what are the dependencies when I'm running this process? What are the activities, step 1 to 10 when I'm driving this process? How often are these done? What is the cycle time, right? So when I look at my process, every single element, also, if this process fails, how soon can I come back, depending on the criticality of my process? So you can look at your business impact in analysis as well. Is this process critical? What are the technology and tools used to drive this process? And every single thing about that process. What are the associated risks on this process? How many audit findings we had on this process? For a process owner, he gets a 360-degree view of his process, not just the name, also its performance in the form of the way the process is done, the people who's doing the process, the roles, the competencies, the KPIs, and the performances, and also the kinds of assets which are involved to execute that process, the tools and systems. So everything is connected. So you've got a process 360-degree review and its performance for any process owner with strong collaboration and notification capabilities. Yeah.
Okay. How about the second question? How it is we can use for the future one, something like?
I would say, because for this is really long term, because our process gets evolved and get optimized over a period of time. So what
Mm.
happens is that, if you have got this process portfolio, you always know that, okay, this was a process. I was taking 3 hours to complete this process. Because of I've optimized this, I'm doing it in 2.5 hours. Because of this being done 100 times a week, I'm saving X amount of money. So you can look at your impact analysis. So for a longer term, the communication becomes optimized. So if you have 20 people in the business, and if you have got 100 processes, when it becomes 200 people in the business, the structure remains the same and the communications becomes easier. But if it is manual, you're going to be killed, like in the list of processes and how this needs to be done. So I think the bigger the organization you get, the better the processes and its optimization happens. And when you have processes in place, and your things get done better and faster. Yeah. So on a longer term, this is going to be really, really powerful as well. Yeah.